What a busy week we've experienced in the field of defense, haven't we? We published many news on Army, Navy and airrecognition.com, as you have obviously seen. The 4 news you preferred among the ones we published this week on airrecognition.com are these. The Russian RS-28 Sarmat ICBM will be activated in 2022. Patria AMV XP 8x8 test vehicles are on the way to Japan. The Spanish company Expal has completed the validation of its new Dual-EIMOS mobile mortar system, and soldiers of the 82nd Airborne will test pre-production vehicles of the US Army's new mobile protected firepower light tanks. Russia's strategic missile force is planning to activate the newest Sarmat InterContinental Ballistic Missile, ICBM, in 2022. The commander of the military service, Colonel General Sergei Karakayev, said in an interview with the Red Star newspaper. On the 24th of December 2019, during an exhibition of modern weapon systems at the National Defense Management Center, it was reported that Sarmat is capable of 35,000 kilometers suborbital flight. The trials of the missile system are expected to be completed in 2021, and during the 2020-2027 period, 20 missile regiments are planned to be rearmed with the RS-28. 2 Patria AMV XP 8x8 modular armored vehicles have now been sent from Finland to Japan for test purposes. These vehicles are part of the Japanese ground self-defense project called Next Wheeled Armored Vehicles, operating under the Japanese Ministry of Defense. On the 17th September of 2019, Army Recognition already published that Patria's Armored Modular Vehicles AMV XP had been selected to perform a 1-year field testing in Japan after the competitive bidding. The Japanese Ministry of Defense would buy 2 vehicles from Patria for the tests. Patria AMV XP is built on the success of Patria AMV in the 8x8 armored wheel vehicle sector. The Patria AMV for armored modular vehicle is an 8x8 multi-role military vehicle. Its main feature is its modular design, which allows the incorporation of different turrets, weapons, sensors, or communication systems on the same carriage. According to information published on the 15th of December, the Spanish company Expal reached an important milestone in the development of the new Dual-EIMOS onboard mortar system, which is completing its validation. The Dual-EIMOS 81mm onboard mortar is mounted on a 4x4 light tactical vehicle with deep forwarding capability, automatic fire control, and integrated with the Talos C2 system. The Dual-EIMOS has been developed in accordance with the Spanish Navy's requirements. Its versatility will be kept for its land implementations. The weapon system can perform first firing in less than 10 seconds. It can locate targets in 180 degrees within 20 seconds. The mortar weighs 40 kilos and can fire at a rate of 25 rounds per minute with a maximum range of 6.9 kilometers. According to information released by the US Army on the 11th of December, soldiers of the 82nd Airborne will test the first of several pre-production mobile protected firepower ground combat platforms. The first vehicles delivered to Fort Bragg will be used in the soldier vehicle assessment. The mobile protected firepower is a new armored light tank designed to increase the combat power of the Army's light brigades. Unlike the armored brigades, the infantry brigades lack the ability to defeat enemy tracked combat vehicles, fortified bunkers, and other armored threats. Mobile protected firepower will provide these light brigades with the mobility and firepower capability needed to defeat current and future threats. The final light tank will consist of a 30-ton tracked vehicle that will come decked out with either a 105 or 120mm cannon, and will be small enough that 2 could fit in a C-17 Globemaster III military transport aircraft. The US Army intends to procure more than 500 of these light tanks over the next 10 years. The 4 news you preferred among the ones we published this week on NavyRecognition.com are these. US Navy FA-18 Super Hornet skid jump tests were conducted last August. The US Navy and Lockheed Martin completed acceptance trials of USS Cooperstown Littoral Combat Ship. The keel laying ceremony of US Navy's Virginia-class attack submarine USS Massachusetts and the prototyping phase of Hunter-class frigates program for the Australian Navy is one step closer. Last August with US Navy FA-18 Super Hornets to prove the capability of the naval fighter to be used on board Indian Navy ships, the INS Vikramaditya and the new local-made EAC-1 Vikrant aircraft carrier. Last May, it was announced Boeing was planning to demonstrate the compatibility of its F-18 Super Hornet to take off and land from the decks of Indian Navy's aircraft carriers, which use the skid jump takeoff system. Boeing had offered to demonstrate the jet to Indian officials from a land-based skid jump facility at Naval Air Station Patuxent River in Maryland. A few years ago, the Indian Navy had expressed interest in the acquisition of 57 naval fighter aircraft for operation from its aircraft carriers. According to information published on the 14th of December, Freedom-class Littoral Combat Ship LCS-23, the future USS Cooperstown for the US Navy, completed acceptance trials on Lake Michigan. Trials included a full power run, maneuverability testing, and surface and air detect-to-engage demonstration of the ship's combat system. Major systems and features were demonstrated, including aviation support, small bowl launch handling and recovery, and machine control and automation. Now that trials are complete, the ship will undergo final outfitting and fine-tuning before delivery to the US Navy next year. LCS-23 is the 12th Freedom variant LCS designed and built by the industry team led by Lockheed Martin. Huntington Ingalls Industries Newport News Shipbuilding Division hosted a Keel authentication ceremony on the 11th of December for the Virginia-class attack submarine USS Massachusetts, the SSN 798, for the US Navy. The USS Massachusetts is the 25th Virginia-class fast attack submarine being built under the teaming agreement with General Dynamic Electric Boats. Its construction began in March 2017 and is approximately 50% complete. The sub is scheduled to be delivered to the US Navy in 2023. The prototyping phase of the Australian Hunter-class frigate program is one step closer, with West Australian company Altrat Services contracted to provide blast and paint services. The prime contractor for the Hunter program, ASC Shipbuilding, a subsidiary of BAE Systems Australia, has signed a contract with Altrat Services after a competitive tender process. The Hunter class is based on the BAE Systems Type 26 Global Combat Ship design, the world's first bow-to-stern digitally designed anti-submarine warfare frigate. On the 29th of June 2018, BAE Systems was selected as the preferred tenderer to deliver 9 frigates to the Royal Australian Navy. BAE Systems would then acquire ASC Shipbuilding. The Hunter-class frigate will be modified to meet Australian requirements, including incorporating the Aegis Combat Management System, a phase area radar, Australian communication systems, and the integration of the Seahawk Romeo Maritime Combat Helicopter. The 3 news you preferred among the ones we published this week on airrecognition.com are these. Lockheed Martin flies real-time mission enabling Kubernetes on board the U-2 spy plane. The Russian Ministry of Defense has approved the Mi-28NM combat helicopter delivery schedule, and the first separation tests of a Safran 1,000 kilo AASM Hammer air-to-ground weapon on Rafale has been successful. Lockheed Martin successfully conducted a flight test mission featuring distributed processing on board the U-2 Dragon Lady via Kubernetes containerization technology that connected in-flight to a ground node, expanding U-2's network of networks connectivity. Air Force OMS-compliant data link gateway software services on board the U-2 and in the ground nodes within the Kubernetes cloud-disseminated sensor data, dynamically bridging data links across assets. The distributed processing approach allows the cloud computing technology to scale up for advanced mission processing based on the unique needs of the battle space. A combat-proven platform that's supporting important missions today. The U-2 continues to provide new capabilities to transform the future battle space by enabling rapid development, testing, demonstration and fielding to the warfighter. The Russian Ministry of Defense has approved a renewed schedule of the delivery of Mi-28NM combat helicopters to the troops. The Russian industry is set to deliver to the military the first two Mi-28NM of 98 ordered before the end of 2020. In 2021, 3 helicopters of the type will be manufactured. Those platforms will be used for trials and crew training. An Mi-28NM wing is believed to have enough firepower and other capabilities to replace a squadron of existing Mi-24 Hind gunships. According to the former commander of the 4th Air Force and Air Defense Army, Lieutenant General Valery Gorbenko, the Mi-28NM will be capable of conducting its task in a more effective way compared with the combat helicopters of previous generations. The new 1,000 kilo version of the AASM Hammer air-to-ground modular weapon, designed and produced by Safran Electronics and Defense, successfully completed its first 2 inner separation tests from a Rafale Littoral fighter. The tests were conducted at the French Defense Procurement Agency, the DGA, flight tester located in Cazaux, southwest France. Developed and produced by Safran Electronics and Defense based on the existing bombs from 250 to 1,000 kilos, the AASM Hammer family is the air-to-ground weapon of choice for the Rafale. The 1,000 kilo version rounds out of the ASM range. Qualification is planned for 2022, leading to service entry on the new Rafale F4 standard. This new weapon will give the Rafale an enhanced strike capability with payload configurations of up to 3 1,000 kilo ASMs per aircraft. Its standoff range is also extended thanks to the integration propulsion system.